Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga is leading a ministerial panel discussion on the global report on teacher shortages. It was compiled by the International Task Force on Teachers. Motshekga has acknowledged that solutions are needed to address this issue.
So we cannot talk about improving the quality of education without talking about improving the quality of lives of our teachers. So it is therefore befitting that we have our teachers amongst us so that we do not discuss teacher issues without the involvement of teachers. The available qualified teachers is the engine that must drive the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals and Agenda 2063. So it is therefore important for us as countries to celebrate and appreciate teachers and the teaching profession, to invest and support the development of our teachers and to ensure that they work in safe and conducive environments.
Well, let's continue to unpack this story. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana is attending that forum and she joins us now live. And Zola, the title of that forum does tell us that this is not just a problem that we're experiencing here in South Africa.
Certainly, Michelle, we are told that this is a global crisis. There are countries that are in currently need of more teachers, but you might have heard our Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga mentioning that at least South Africa doesn't really have that challenge. But what they're looking at right now is to work together with older teachers, those who are 55 years old and above, to retire quite early so that they can give those that are younger an opportunity to also, grow in the field and show their full potential, because that has been the greatest issue, saying that there's a number, thousands of students that that complete this qualification under Funza Lushaka bursary and other bursaries, but find themselves without a job. There are others that have been jobless for over 3 years, and she believes that that is their main concern right now. But of course, the panel discussion was just to learn and also engage and share ideas from other countries as to how are they putting value into this profession that over 12,000 teachers in South Africa find themselves dropping off, mainly because they don't see it as attractive. As you'd understand, that Education Minister mentioned that there is no quality education without quality teachers, and they will ensure, through these discussions and recommendations that were presented by UNESCO, they'll ensure that they work on that as South Africa. I'm joined by the CEO of ECDT, thank you very much for your time. Perhaps you can give us a reaction from what was said by the Basic Minister, looking at the challenges that South Africa is facing with young teachers not finding employment.
Thank you very much. My name is Nombulelo Sesinglesi. I'm the CEO of ETDP. I am working closely with the Department of Basic Education, the universities, especially for Teacher Education's Dean's Forum, Department of Higher Education and Training, and teacher unions. We are having a shortage of the teachers, especially on the current 4IR, 5IR kind of the skills for the future, the skills for the changing world. We do have many teachers in the country, but we need to focus the teachers in the areas where there are hard skills to fill in the teaching profession. Technology is one of those areas, artificial intelligence, robotics, and many other of those technologically advanced kind of areas. We're also having a serious challenge on mathematics. That's why most of our children now are going to mathematics literacy. Mathematics teachers, science teachers that are equipped with the skills to train and educate and teach in this kind of the areas in our schools. So as ETDP collaboratively with the Department of Basic Education, we're trying to get teachers for especially the mother tongue teaching, which we do not have in some of the provinces, such kind of equipped teachers. Some of the languages are degenerating in our country. So mother tongue, sign language teachers are also of a great kind of shortage in our country. So it's a variety and a large scale kind of requirement that is required for our teachers. But quality is most important than quantity at this point in time. And foundation phase, that's where we're lacking a number of teachers.
Thank you very much for your time, Ma. Well, she has just mentioned that as much as the the Minister of Education, Basic Education rather, has mentioned that there isn't a shortage of teachers, but there are teachers that are quite needed, especially secondary level teachers, especially, in your secondary school level, and that is something that they need to address. And the Minister also spoke about the conditions that most of these teachers are subjected to, which she believes that it is one of the reasons why 12,000 and more teachers annually are dropping out of the profession, and also incentives that were removed from rural teachers because of their, obviously, conditions. So she mentioned that from what they'll be taking on in this program that will be going on for a couple of days, they will make sure that as the Department of Education in South Africa, they will implement that. And of course, UNESCO will be involved in monitoring all of that, so that the ministers can then come back again just to mention what they have achieved in terms of the recommendations that were put on the table, what they have learned, and also what are the challenges that also need to be addressed in their respective countries. Michelle, back to you in studio.
Yeah, certainly very, very important issues. Zola, Sholwana, thanks very much indeed for that update.